Once upon a moonless night, in a remote village nestled deep within the misty woods, a legend whispered through the chilling breeze. It spoke of an ancient curse that had plagued the land for centuries, a malevolent force known as the Shadow of Despair. The villagers lived in constant fear, their hearts heavy with the weight of impending doom. Each night, as the sun sank below the horizon, a sense of unease settled upon them like a shroud. Shadows danced and twisted, taking on sinister shapes that seemed to mock their mortal existence. Amongst the villagers, there was a brave young woman named Emily. Her raven-black hair framed a face marked by determination. Despite her tender age, she possessed a curiosity that burned brighter than the moon itself. Driven by a desire to unravel the mystery of the curse, she embarked on a treacherous journey. Emily delved deep into forbidden knowledge, poring over ancient tomes and deciphering cryptic inscriptions. Legends spoke of an artifact, the Heart of Shadows, rumored to be hidden within the darkest recesses of the haunted Blackwood Manor. Legend also whispered that he who possessed the heart would command the very essence of darkness. Undeterred by the ominous tales, Emily set foot on the path to the accursed mansion. The journey was fraught with peril, crumbling bridges, treacherous cliffs, and an otherworldly fog that seemed to draw her deeper into its inky embrace. Yet, her resolve held steadfast, fueled by a mixture of courage and desperation. Finally, she arrived at the rotting gates of Blackwood Manor, the air thick with foreboding. As Emily stepped inside, the darkness enshrouded her, squeezing the breath from her lungs. The grand halls echoed with the whispers of lost souls, their mournful cries filling her ears. Room by room, Emily ventured deeper into the mansion's decaying heart. Time seemed to lose its meaning as she confronted spectral entities and warded off malevolent spirits. The mansion seemed alive, its walls pulsating with an insidious energy, testing her will and sanity. Finally, she reached the chamber where the Heart of Shadows was said to be hidden. The air grew frigid, and the flickering candlelight cast eerie shadows upon the walls. With trembling hands, Emily reached out and grasped the artifact, feeling a surge of otherworldly power course through her veins. But as she turned to leave, the house itself seemed to rebel against her triumph. The walls contorted and shifted, trapping her within its endless maze. Each step became a torment, as the spirits of the mansion taunted and clawed at her, desperate to claim the heart for themselves. With every ounce of strength left within her, Emily fought against the suffocating darkness. Her determination burned like a beacon, and slowly, she began to unravel the curse's hold. The walls quivered and crumbled, releasing her from their ghostly grip. Finally, she emerged from the crumbling ruins of Blackwood Manor, the Heart of Shadows clutched tightly in her hand. As the first rays of dawn pierced through the dissipating mist, the curse that had plagued the village for generations began to fade. The villagers, freed from the shadow's grasp, rejoiced at the return of the light. They celebrated Emily's bravery, her name forever etched into their folklore. Yet, in the quiet moments, they couldn't help but wonder if the Shadow of Despair had truly been vanquished or if it lingered, biding its time for another opportunity to envelope their lives in darkness once more. Months passed, and life in the village returned to a semblance of normalcy. The memory of the harrowing ordeal at Blackwood Manor began to fade, replaced by the comforting routines of daily existence. The villagers believed they had triumphed over the Shadow of Despair once and for all. But as the seasons changed, a subtle unease settled over the land. Strange occurrences disrupted the tranquility of their lives. Crops withered before their time, wells turned stagnant, and a deep gloom settled upon the once cheerful faces.